Hello. Today I will be talking about why I think that the Distractors are the only skilled role on a full team, and why are them like that. Before we start, I would like to thank all of my Zero channel members. Now seriously, if you would like to have a lot of benefits, I recommend you to buy the membership if you want. It gives really good rewards for little money. So without anything else to say, let's start. So after we start, I need to say that this only applies to team runs. In solo runs, almost all of this points become nonsense because you don't have a distractor, okay? In case you don't understand what the skill concept means on video games and how it affects your game, I will explain it in a simple way. We could define it as the amount of level a character/game requires to be used properly. I'm bad at this thing, so please, I tried my best in order to give it a definition. But you are not here for definitions, aren't you? You are here in order to see why I think the Distractors are the only toons in this game that require real skill, while the others are, I will say it, brain dead. So we will do another transition and explain this in more detail, okay? I will only talk about this a little because the Distractor story is really interesting and can probably give content for a separate video. So, resuming a little bit. When the game released, the developers didn't thought the Distractor role. In fact, the community made this role so they could make toons like Pebble somewhat useful compared with other toons. So, when the Distractors didn't existed, every toon was really balanced in terms of skill, because the Twisteds weren't all gathered on a corner. This made that the people had to learn to be careful with the Twisteds that could spawn in every floor. But then, when the Distractors started to exist, good runs will just traduce on having a good Distractor that doesn't die. And yeah, don't lie to me, almost all the runs end when the Distractor dies. So yeah, I have a proof to tell why I think that the Distractors require more skill than any other role on this entire game. And I will be telling it right now, in front of everyone. And it is that they are in constant danger because there will be always Twisteds following them. Yeah, as simple as that. And if you think about it, as long as if you manage to get inside of the elevator and don't get too close to the Distractor, this game is pure auto mode for the Extractors. It isn't even funny how easy is it for them. I like to put Shelly as an example because how brain dead this character manages to be sometimes. You have enough speed to get inside the elevator in panic mode, enough stealth to not mess with the distraction of your teammates, and a broken ability for team runs. I swear, if someone new went undercover as Shelly in a floor 100 run, they would probably not get caught. And the skill check, the thing that should be hard on the extraction, is not even necessary to do it correctly. If you miss it, you will be all okay and no one will tell to you nothing. And the fact that this is really easy to hit and some characters have a really big skill check size just scares me. What game are we even playing? Baby Simulator? Okay. That might been a little bit too harsh, especially for mobile players since because of the lag they can't even distract most of the time. But you gotta give to me the point that extracting with a team is really easy. And then, on contrast, we have the Distractors. Distracting can be really easy or really hard, depending on the Twisteds. I don't really have much to say about the Distractors. They are the ones that keep the team alive and the ones who risk their lives for the team, making the Distractors instantly the hardest and most challenging role on the team, mostly because the other roles just require having common sense to use them. But the distraction have a major flaw, and it is that distracting is just insanely boring. You know, running on a circle for 2 hours like I'm doing in the footage can be insane for your brain. I don't really know how the pebbles that made it to floors like floor 200 managed to don't get extremely bored. So yeah, if you were going to comment something like, but distract is just really boring, I prefer extracting. You have my point. To be honest, I only distract because I can't find a good team, so if I want to get far, I just need to do the hard job. But the thing that made me do this video was not this skill standards that I just made on my brain. The real reason is So yeah, the real reason why I'm taking in mind all of this points is because the average extractor is really toxic when the distractor does something wrong. We can confirm this by experience, can't we? If you played with a random V, for example. I picked V because the V mains just love to complain in public runs. You could notice that if someone got hit by accident because of the distractor, they will always go and start throwing shit to the distractor. And to all of those toxic Shelly and V mains, I have a question. If the pebble makes you get hit once, but he was saving you all of the run, why are you like that to him? He's risking his life to save yours. And if he makes a small mistake, just don't be that dramatic. It can get really annoying when the people do that. Because I think all the people that mostly distract get mad at the people that just don't stop getting in the way, and if they start blaming at you. Sometimes you just want to grief them so they can let you alone. So what conclusion can we get with this video? I think it would be to just respect more your distractors when you are using another role. That's all. And please, do not take this video as an offense if you don't distract. So yeah, that would be the video. Consider to subscribe if you liked it, and see you next time.